This is the guy right here. He won it. Ended up beating Mabel for the Unified World Heavyweight title. The King, Jerry Lawler, walking with that belt. And is he feeling good with that belt back around his waist?
Well, I'll tell you, Lance, you mentioned the tournament. There was a lot of talk out here last week. You weren't here. I wish you had been here last week because...
I do, too. I was down with a flu.
I'll tell you, you missed it. We had a lot of people shooting their mouths off about what all they were going to do in this tournament, especially Brian Christopher. I mean, he was out here telling everybody about that he was certainly, assuredly, without a doubt, unquestionably, positively going to beat me.
Yes, first round.
Well, all I can say is, Brian... Take a look at this, pal. Now, there were some other guys in this tournament other than Brian Christopher that boiled down to me and another king, King Mabel. Now, I want to tell you something. We just saw this guy, and I'm going to tell Brian Christopher, and I'm going to tell all of the rest of the guys here that this is somebody that we cannot let get a foothold here in the USWA, because between he and Sir Mo, they could take over around here. So, Brian, you and I and all of the rest of these guys, Armstrong, whoever we got left without PG-13, we're going to have to band together because something's going to have to be done about King Mabel and Sir Mo and get those two jerks out of here once and for all. But all I want to say is it was great to win this. Like you said, Lance, it is a great feeling to have this back around my waist. I feel like this...
Wait just a minute! King! I have something to
Brandon Baxter.
Take a look at this. Excuse me, King. Will you look and listen to me when I'm talking, huh? This man is Yoshi Kwan. This man is a man who has been all over the world and has defeated everybody he's ever stepped in the ring with. You like to call yourself a world heavyweight champion, right? You like to pride yourself on being a heavyweight champion, but Jerry Lawler, where have you been? This man has gone to Germany, he's gone to Hong Kong, he's gone to Japan. You have stayed in Memphis, and you call yourself a world heavyweight champion, and you're in Memphis. Well, let me give you credit. You're right. You're right, Jerry Lawler. Go ahead and keep your mouth closed. You've wrestled all over the United States, and you have beat all kinds of top superstars. But you have never had to face a man as demented, as sick, and as twisted as Yoshi Kwan. And right now, this is a challenge. He is here for one reason. He is here for that gold to put it around mine and his waist.
Well, it never ends. They just keep on coming at you.
What? No, I'm not scared. I'm just, I'm maybe a little bit confused. I just won this title last week, and now all of a sudden, I knew it would happen, Lance. It always happens. This belt has a habit of bringing all the insects out of the woodwork, so to speak. And that's exactly what I feel about you, Brandon Baxter. When I look at you, that's exactly what I see. I see some sort of little worm, some sort of little insect who dreams at night. He goes to sleep dreaming at night, wishing that he had the guts, wishing that he had the size, wishing that he had the body to be able to step in the ring and compete against somebody else. But unfortunately, Brandon Baxter, you weren't blessed with all of those things, were you? So what you do, like a leech, that's what you are, like a leech, you attach yourself to somebody that can do your dirty work for you. And now I guess this is your latest... you parasite, this is your latest victim here. Yoshi Kwan? Is that the name, Yoshi Kwan, huh? I don't know Yoshi Kwan from Joe Blow. You may say that he's been all around the world beating everybody he's stepped in the ring with. Well, you're right. I stay here in Memphis a lot. But let me tell you something. I do a lot of traveling with the World Wrestling Federation, and I can tell you this. I've never heard of Yoshi Kwan. You can probably write the names of everybody he's beaten on the head of a pin and still have room for the yellow pages. What you're doing is coming out here, running your mouth, trying to make a name for himself. So what he's going to have to do, he's going to have to prove himself to me. But most importantly, he's going to have to prove himself to the USWA officials and to all of these fans out here before he earns a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. You got to earn this, pal. You got to get your title shots the old-fashioned way. You got to earn them.
You obviously must be a little bit scared and a little bit afraid of this man, and as well you should be. But by saying this man doesn't get a title shot right now, you're putting a nail in your own coffin. It's just like signing your own death warrant. And Jerry Lawler, you do me one favor. You watch, because in just a little while I'm going to bring this man back out here, and you watch what he does. He will not only beat someone, he will put them out, and that is exactly what he'll do to you, and we will take that belt home with us.
Until the time comes that you've earned the shot at it, Brandon, just go back and dream on. Now, before we were so rudely interrupted, we've gotten the congratulations for winning it, and it was a great win in that tournament. And Jerry, what's in the future?
Well, I just want to say, as I said, I'm sure that this title is going to bring a lot of, I'll go ahead and say people out of the woodwork. There are a lot of people that would love to have a title shot at this. I think number one on the list would be Brian Christopher. I'm sure King Mabel thinks he deserves another shot at this, but that's what it's all about. And I think everybody that knows that when I won the AWA championship, and then I won the World Class Championship, and we unified the titles, they know from that point on I was a fighting champion. So anybody that wants a shot at this belt, I'm not going to be hiding in any closets. I'm not going to be hard to find. I'm going to be right here every Saturday morning on TV5. Come looking for me, pal, because you want a shot at this belt, you can have it anytime, any place, right here.
Here's a guy that never backed up from anybody, and we'll be seeing him around for a while. Take time out. Come back. We've got more action in the ring in just a moment.